Man, I remember when I got it started in the fitness industry over 15 years ago, everybody was all about magazines and how these images are unrealistic and they portrayed these gorgeous models and stuff that would lead to body dysmorphia and eating disorders, and that supposedly they were the plague upon humanity. But now I look back and I'm like, man, those were the golden ages when we had it so good, because all we had to worry about were a few magazines on the magazine stand, and they only came out once a month. Nowadays, of course, we've got millions more influences with all the social media channels that are bombarding us 24/7 with hundreds or thousands of images and a device that we never put down. The question is, like, is this stuff really actually healthy? Is it good for you? Well, naturally, the knee-jerk reaction is no, because a lot of this stuff that's around us, this media, can make us feel bad about ourselves, bad about exercise, bad about whatever. And that's a very important thing to recognize, because the vast majority of your success doesn't depend on what you know, it depends on how you feel. What you know is like nothing compared to how you feel. And the funny thing is, we used to buy the magazines, and now I think we follow a lot of the social media stuff, because we initially think, well, if I buy this magazine or follow this person on Instagram or whatever, I'm gonna learn something, and that has some inherent value to it that's gonna change my life. But if it has this Trojan horse feel about it, like, oh, you'll learn the secrets to this, but if really all you're doing is you're watching ads and you're seeing images and stuff that make you feel bad about yourself, it's a tiny little benefit for a massive amount of detrimental emotional baggage. I don't mean to be too critical. Social media can be very beneficial if you know how to use it correctly. And I have met some people who say, oh yeah, I follow this person on Instagram, or I follow this workout that gets posted and stuff, and it's totally changed my body. In that case, that's great. You're using the system rather than the system using you. But the ultimate litmus test is, how is your social media habits making you feel about yourself? How is it making you feel about diet and exercise? Because if it's negative, it's not motivation. It's not getting you fired up, because oftentimes that motivation and stuff has to come from within anyway. It's not going to come from some secret or anything that you're going to get on social media. So here's what I recommend is a healthier way to use social media. Number one is what I did personally. One of the best things ever was I took all my social media off my phone. I only have it on my computer, so I check it now like I check my email once, maybe twice a day. I check in for messages and stuff, scroll through. Oh yeah, my friend posted that. That's really cool. Leave a comment, and then I'm done. And it's not this ever pervasive thing that's just bombarding me every time I'm bored or looking for distraction. Second is, be very critical of who you follow. When I first got on like Instagram and stuff like that, I followed everyone like, hey, he's got a great body. All right, great muscles. Okay, wonderful. But now I follow people who are like scientifically minded. Like, are they posting actual things that I can use as far as information? If it doesn't lead to behavior change, it's just entertainment, regardless of what the information is. And lastly, don't forget that the bulk of information you actually need to know is going to come from your experience, not from the internet as a whole. So mind your own experience. Keep a workout log. Pay attention to how foods make you feel, how your workouts make you feel. Learn from your own experience. That's way more beneficial than 10 times the size of the internet right now. And that's going to help lead you down much more productive paths than any sort of like tips or tricks or anything that you're going to find on the internet, ironically, through here on the YouTubes. And as always, I want to learn from you. What are your best social media tips for helping you use the system rather than the system using you? Please leave down below. We'd love to hear from you. More videos here. Talk to you next time. Until then, be fit, live free.